Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. Today we're making a recipe that's perfect for any time of the year, but it's extra special during those busy days where you don't have a lot of time, as it's so easy to make and it comes together in a jiffy. We're talking a creamy onion pasta. And let me tell you, this is not your typical creamy pasta. This is the next level in goodness, as it's filled with so many simple yet delicious flavors. Made with basic pantry staples you probably already have in your kitchen as you're watching this. And the best part, it's all done in about 20 minutes. Folks, serve this pasta next to a garden salad and a crunchy baguette. You gotta have yourself a fabulous meal. Alright, let's just jump right into this. I'm gonna fill a stock pot with some water. You wanna go to a little over the halfway point. Then we'll season generously with sea salt and heat it with a high heat. At the same time, let's start making our creamy onion sauce. I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat and add 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 45 milliliters. Make sure you use the good stuff here, as this is the base fat of the sauce and what truly makes a difference. Leave where you get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. While the oil is heating, I'm going to thinly slice 2 medium-sized onions and roughly chop 4 cloves of garlic. For this recipe, I'm using typical yellow onions, but you can use whatever onions you like. And like I've told you in the past, if you prefer, you can chop the vegetables before heating the pan. Then we'll add the sliced onions into the hot fry pan. And we'll mix them around, that way they're all coated in the olive oil. And you don't have to mix the onions around continuously, but do get it every 1 to 2 minutes, that way they all evenly saute. While the onions are cooking, let's move back to the stock pot. Once the water comes to a boil, it's time to add in the pasta. I'm using spaghetti, but you can use whatever pasta you like. I'm going to grab 8 ounces, which is 225 grams, and add it into the stock pot. And you don't have to mix the spaghetti around continuously, but do get it every 2 to 3 minutes, that way it doesn't stick together and it all evenly cooks. While the pasta's cooking, let's move back to the pan with the onions. After sauteing them between 8 to 10 minutes and they're lightly sauteed and they're nice and translucent, we'll add in the chopped garlic. And we'll mix this continuously and go for about 30 seconds here until the garlic is nice and fragrant. After about 30 seconds and the garlic is nice and fragrant, we'll add in a generous tablespoon of all-purpose flour, which is about 9 grams. And we'll mix this continuously and go for 2 minutes on the flour. Like I've told you in the past, this is enough time to cook off the raw flavor in it. That way it doesn't overpower the flavors of the cream sauce. After cooking the flour for 2 minutes, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, which is 1 gram, along with half a teaspoon of dried thyme, which is half a gram, and a 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper, which is a little over half a gram. And we'll give it a quick mix. Then we'll add in 3/4 cup of vegetable broth, which is 180 milliliters. You can also use chicken broth here if you like. And we'll also add in 3/4 cup of milk, which once again is 180 milliliters. I'm using low fat, but you can also use full fat, non-fat, or even plant-based milk. Either way, make sure it's at room temperature, otherwise it can easily curdle. And we're going to continue to gently mix this together and go for a few minutes until we end up with a slightly creamy sauce. After 4 to 5 minutes, and we've ended up with a slightly creamy sauce, we'll season with sea salt and a generous portion of freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a mix, and then lower the fire to a low heat. While the cream sauce is simmering, let's move back to the stock pot. Once the spaghetti is just cooked al dente, important to check the package instructions in the pasta you're using, that way you cook it right on the money. We'll start transferring it directly from the stock pot into the pan with the cream sauce. And it's okay if a little of that starchy water goes into the sauce, it's only going to enhance the textures and flavors of it. Once all the pasta has been added into the cream sauce, we'll turn off the heat. Add in a 1/4 cup of grated cheese, which is 30 grams. I'm using a Spanish manchego that's been aged for 3 months, but you can use whatever cheese you like. And squeeze in 2 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice, which is 10 milliliters. And we'll give it one final mix until it's well mixed together. You want to make sure to add in the grated cheese at the end when the heat is turned off. If you add it in there too early, it's going to separate the fats and you're going to lose that beautiful creamy texture. Then we'll transfer some of the pasta into a serving dish. And top it off with a kiss of grated cheese. Once again, I'm using Spanish Manchego, but you can use whatever cheese you like. And some chopped chives. Check it out, our creamy onion pasta is done. Easy to make, beautiful presentation, and all done in about 20 minutes using the simplest ingredients. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Check it out, folks, creamy onion spaghetti, and I tell you, as a fan of pasta, this I cannot wait to try. Here we go. Check that out. You know, today I'm a bit of a loss of words. And I'll tell you why, because we got such basic ingredients. We got so many flavors out of this. Pasta's beautifully cooked, nice and al dente with no mush. And that cream sauce taking this to the next level with all that beautiful onion flavor. Easy to make, super quick to put together. Give it a try at home. Once again, next to a garden salad and a crunchy baguette, you have yourself a fabulous meal. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button. Leave me a comment below. And if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That we can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.